Dow's going to be up about 60 when we open up, and the S&P 3, NASDAQ maybe 7. David Stryzewski with me. All right, David, welcome to New York. Look, I know you're a bear, and you think you're looking for some serious trouble in the market in the near future. So have you missed the AI boom?
Great question. We have not missed the AI boom. We've got 30 different portfolios, so we've got our hands in a little bit of everything just to be able to make sure that we're looking at things here properly.
So you've not missed it?
Not missed it.
Are you in it?
I'm in it.
How? Are you enjoying yourself in it? I mean, you think it's got further to go?
Well, you know, I'm in an earlier place in my life than maybe someone like your shoes or my
yeah, you're
clients,
younger
right?
than me. Okay,
exactly. So I got time with this stuff. So I'm dollar cost averaging in, and things are obviously incredibly working out right now.
Yeah. Okay. I read your stuff. Why gold?
Okay.
You want to get into gold now?
I do, because it's got a real value to it that has not been really understood right now. So if we look at where gold is today, you know, it's about 1950 or so. 1971, thank you. You know, we're looking at, if it gets to 2100, I think it's going to go to 2500 pretty quickly. But I really like to look at gold miners right now. If we look at their valuations relative to the S&P 500, never been a better time to be looking at these gold miners here today. You know, they produce something, they've got the tangible assets in the event that those go up. But if I can just even add one other layer to this, I believe silver is actually going to outperform gold over the next couple of years here, because there's a 78-to-1 ratio here today. 78 ounces of silver for 1 ounce of gold, but you can produce them 9 ounces to 1 if you look at normal supply and demand economics.
David, I just don't remember many people making a great deal of money in gold or silver in the last 40 years.
Well, that and oil are going to be some commodities that I think they're going to have strength relative to the U.S. dollar. And
do the gold miners pay any dividend?
They do pay dividends, absolutely.
Strong or not?
It depends on the miners. Obviously, you get a smaller organization, they're not going to have as much on the capital market side. But you know, $1,200 an ounce to produce, hey, they're doing really nice right now at the 1971 level.
Have you ever thought of gold bars as an estate planning device?
I do think that physical gold...
Because you can bury it, you realize.
Yeah, sure, there you go. And it can all be lost, too.
Don't put it in your safe deposit box, okay? It's as simple as that. David, you're with me for the hour. You're a lucky person. Stay right there, please. I want to take a closer look at Apple. We have the date for their big event. It is September the 12th. Can we expect, I just asked Shahgalani this, can we expect new phones?
He didn't seem to care. He doesn't think the iPhone 15, which is expected to launch, will be anything cool. I can tell you what's rumored to be cool about it: a periscope camera, which gives you a much greater or stronger zoom, a new chip so it's faster, a new port so you can charge it faster, and more memory storage. Reading a report from Citigroup, they expect the price of the high-end model, which could be $1,600 on the 14, to be increased by $100 to $200. So does that mean an $1,800 15 Pro Max is in the cards?
Sounds like it, doesn't it?
Are those features enough to justify $1,800?
You have to convince people like me, because I own a 10. Right? This is a 10. This is
I wouldn't have known.
A museum piece, essentially. It's a 10. I don't need to spend a great deal of money for all these gizmos that the 15 has. Why should I?
And, well, that's why if you look at iPhone sales, down 3 quarters in a row, and now it used to be 2/3 of Apple's overall revenue. Now the iPhone is just half of it. So they're pivoting to what? The smartwatch. Expect a new smartwatch to be announced, but also the AirPods. The AirPods are super popular. They're expensive, but not $1,000. So if you lose one, you go buy a new pair. Know tons of people who've done that.
Okay. David, Apple?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
I'm a big fan of it.
Would you buy it at 185?
I do own it at 185. And
would you buy some more of it?
I would buy some more in my dollar cost averaging model, but I wouldn't go heavy in right now.
All right. NVIDIA, I'm never quite sure of the pronunciation, but NVIDIA. Another record closed yesterday. This morning, I believe, it's just opened, and it's up another 1.4%.
It's a $1.2 trillion company. Yeah. So here was the news. The CEO, Jensen Huang, was at that big Google AI event yesterday, and he said that NVIDIA's chips are powering the Google Cloud. Announced a partnership that expands the distribution of NVIDIA technology through Google's cloud. We're talking the H100, the A100 available immediately for Google customers. And then Google will be the first to get the next generation super chip from NVIDIA.
Well, that's a deal and a half for both Google and NVIDIA, isn't it?
Shaw seemed to think that NVIDIA was a value stock, even though it's tripled in value this year. The stock price has tripled, and he thinks it's still...
Yeah.
a value.
Obvious question. David Stryzewski, would you buy NVIDIA, which has already tripled?
I like NVIDIA. I think that there are other plays in this market, although they're shaping up to be the infrastructure backbone here to this AI data center world.
I don't have the courage to buy a stock that's tripled in 1 year and worth $1.2 trillion. I mean,
NVIDIA's gain is the equivalent of 15% of the overall gain for the S&P 500 this year.
No, that's extraordinary. That really is. Then we have Tesla. They've had quite a run-up this year. I believe they've doubled this year, this calendar year that is. Now, the government wants information on the Elon mode. What's the Elon mode?
The dangerous mode. It's a completely autonomous driving. No alerts telling the driver who's using full self-driving to keep their hands on the wheel. So NHTSA is telling Tesla they want their data on their autopilot software. Does that software remove what's called the nag signal, basically this blinking light and sound that reminds you, hey, you're in autonomous mode, but you gotta pay attention, put your hands on the wheel. So Elon mode is when that has been disabled. NHTSA is worried, rightly so, that is a safety. What's the word? That impedes safety.
David?
I love the convenience of the Elon mode, but I got to be honest with you, know somebody who actually died while in that mode a year and a half ago while doing it in snow. So I think that it's important to look at these measures because we're putting people in these cars and trusting our lives in them.
So that person knew what Elon mode was and had it disabled?
Correct.
Well, that would be a huge problem.
Yes, it would. Let's move on. Walmart. Now, I don't understand this. Walmart is reducing the pay for its pharmacists. Why?
Weight loss drugs.
No.
Yes. So popular. Huge sales. Can't keep them in stock. Low profits. Why? Because there's very little competition, so the manufacturers don't negotiate good prices for the pharmacies. So it's not a profitable trade. Walmart's looking to save money, so they are reportedly asking their pharmacists to take voluntary pay cuts and reduce their hours. They have 16,000 pharmacists, and they earn around $140,000 a year.
$140,000 a year for a
Not
Walmart
including,
pharmacist?
Benefits and,
Really?
and all of that.
But I'm astonished that weight loss drugs would have this result for Walmart's pharmacists.
They bring in the customers, they bring in the sales, but a lot of that goes to the drug company.
Have you ever seen anything like this, Wegovy and Ozempic and all that, Klaus?
I have not, but no, Walmart's
You're in good shape. You're taking them?
Yeah, no, I'm doing good.
And that's one of the reasons. Remember, we did this story yesterday, a report that Walmart, but Walgreens and CVS, they're looking to take patients away from the traditional doctor's office and treat them in their pharmacy to bring in more revenue.
Got it. Okay, I just see the Dow moved up to a gain of 80 points, about 1/4%. So we've got a little upside movement there. And I see Rivian down just a fraction, 15 cents. The stock is up about 21% this year. Did the CEO, did he just get a big pay increase? Base
salary for R.J. Scaringe went from $650,000 to $1 million a year, plus equity awards of $15 million. Okay, you gave me the this year price for Rivian, somewhat of a recovery. It lost more than 80% of its value last year. Looking forward, their delivery numbers, they plan to make more than 50,000 Rivians this year.
I saw a Rivian on the road the other day.
They're all over. Not all over, but I've seen a lot of them.
Good-looking machines.
They look different.
Would you buy a Rivian?
I mean...
Not the Rivian car, the stock.
Yes and no. I mean, you're competing against Elon Musk right now.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah, not really there.
All right, thanks, everybody. That's the market. We're 7 minutes into the trading session, and the Dow Industrials are up 0.20%.